Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Not too much has happened since the last video, so after all, it is quite a quiet Saturday. However, an interesting one, because I'd like to see Ethereum and now at some point to get into this wave 4 support area. If we get it, then I will take a long trade in this fifth wave, speculating we could get this fifth. The whole point is that the risk will be fairly low in this wave 4 support area because I can define my stop loss very accurately, which would sit below the support. That's based on the assumption that we could get a 5-wave move to the upside here, however within a larger corrective wave 4, or even, and I will possibly have to adjust that, or even it might just be a reset of the B wave, which is perfectly fine, which you sometimes just get. And it wouldn't, however, change a thing. It would just mean that this is just a little bit of a larger corrective pattern, which would then eventually, most likely, as we see it at the moment, if this is a B wave, it would come down in another C wave. And all we have seen then was basically here an A wave up in B, a B wave down, and a C wave up. So basically an expanded flat pattern. Basically, we saw an A wave down, a B wave up, that would be an expanded flat, and then a C wave down. Key point on the Ethereum chart is still the $1,000 level. The $1,000 level needs to hold to basically have a good view that the bear market low was already in, which in turn means that that we're not gonna see prices around the June lows anymore. But again, it's the $1,000 level that is key. Because based on this whole structure, which is by the way different than Bitcoin structure, the point is that it will get very unlikely that this move up off the June lows was a wave 1, and then the move down currently is an ABC. This will get very unlikely if we drop below $1,000. It's just likelihoods, right? And below $1,000, I think we're gonna retest 880 and possibly drop even lower. So the $1,000 level in whatever Ethereum does needs to hold for keeping a rather bullish stance up, which we have about Ethereum, so that we have here a wave 1, then an ABC. Yeah, before we talked about this being the ABC, but now obviously with this move to the upside, which might take out the previous high here around 1650, we might have to move the B wave. I won't move it as of yet, but I might have to move it a little later. In any case, currently the view is still that we are, oh no, I might have to move it. I will look at that after this video. I think I do have to move it already because this push to the upside took out the wave 2 high here. I will need to look at that in detail. It wouldn't change a lot in terms of our structure anyway. And not in terms of what's currently happening here. So I think that's most interesting for everybody. But again, in turn, again, just to explain, I did explain that in the Bitcoin video just now as well. What do we need to see for the chart to prove to us that a bear market low is in? We need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We haven't even got the third wave, yeah? And before we see at least 5, we don't even need to talk about is the bull market low, is the bear market low in? And even after that, we need to see the ABC structure to the downside. And then we've got a nice trade setup for higher. Until that's the case, we have a structure of an ABC, a 3-wave move up. And that will even be the case if we get this small wave 4 and wave 5. This would all be part of the larger C wave. So until we see that large 4th wave and the large 5th, you know, we don't even have 5 waves to the upside. So it could very well just be a correction. And therefore we take it level by level. The next support level that we've got on the chart that hasn't changed from the last video is this area that I did explain to you in the beginning. And again, we can just draw the Fips again. It's between, let's say, 1390 and 1500. That's the support. As long as this support is holding, we should get this 5th wave to the upside. And then below the support box, I will set my stop loss for the long trade, for the 5th wave, and then we'll see if I may take this as a long trade as well. If it breaks, it might be a nice short trade setup, but it's a bit too early to talk about that yet. Yeah, we haven't even seen that 5th So that's sort of where we are, basically unchanged to the previous video. Let's see if we get some more movement later today, tomorrow. It would be good to see that fourth wave finally, because it gives a bit more confidence in the structure. At the moment, all we've seen is just extensions of the existing wave 3, which is always possible, and further waves to the upside are expected as long as we're holding critical support. I will of course move the critical support up should we push higher. So should we break above the $1,600 level now, basically, we have never seen a wave 4. I would say this is not really a healthy wave 4 of that size. I would like to see something that stretches out a bit further, goes a little bit longer sideways, or at least comes a bit deeper, to have more confidence that this is the green wave 4. If we go up from here now, I would expect that the third wave is still ongoing, and then we'll see that wave 4 later. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.